I want to raise the lever and raise that door.
Okay. Everybody's back in.
Back the way we found it.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
So you flip the lever and it closed just like normal?
Yeah.
All right, great.
Takes about 20 seconds or so, but it raises up really, really slowly. Everything's rumbling a little bit.
So I was wondering, Dave, in this spot here, it looks like the mist kind of tapered off, and I know you were talking about you could see a lot more with this mist. Did the temperature also change?
It was cool. It was cooler over here to where you found the secret, where the crane was and where the drop-off was, where the escarpment was and the door. It was cooler over that way, but not like it is where you're standing. You know, this is pretty much the coolest part so far is where you've been.
I'd like to know, I'd like to do some perception check or something to kind of determine, is this kind of a magical mist or is this a natural occurring thing? I mean, I could try a nature check.
Sure, give me a nature check, absolutely. Wow, I would love for you to give me a nature check.
Can we tell from which direction this mist is coming from, Dave?
Sure, you can give me a nature check also to see if you can. Oh, actually, give me perception, because it is kind of flowing all around you. Now, Silverclaw, as you're kind of looking around, you can see that it looks like this direction here is the direction that the mist is coming from. Up here.
Okay.
So I got a 10. Can I discern if this is kind of naturally occurring?
It's natural because you can actually feel the moisture on it. It doesn't seem like it's a magical mist. It doesn't have that smoky type of smell. This seems like this is just happening because of the temperature change between where this smoke is coming from and the actual temperature of the cave.
Okay. I just think that, I mean, anytime that there's mist in a little section over here, I mean, I'm afraid something could be hiding here, you guys. I don't know. Do we want to, I mean, is there a way that we can inspect? Well, okay. I think we should probably just keep heading northwest through that section and just keep following Krivgar and Silverclaw.
Yep, I agree.
What do you guys think? Keep heading northwest, or we want to go up to the top left, or do you want to go to the bottom left over the stairs again and go back the other way?
There. Want to go there. Have a good sense of enemies are there.
Okay, so you want to go down the stairs? All right. Let's keep heading towards that way. I just feel like if this is an area where there's a whole bunch of mist, we should probably somehow find a way to search in this mist. Are visions okay in this mist, Dave?
Yeah, it's only about the wall of mist is only about 2 to 3 feet tall. That's all it is, 2 to 3 feet.
Okay. All right. I'll follow you guys. But I'll just let you know that this mist is messing up my hair. So the sooner we get out of it, the better.
Is it giving you the alfalfa in the back?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, if anybody knows hair, I would know hair.
All right. So.
What a memory.
The mist dissipates, and you can tell that it starts to warm up a little bit. Tiberius, and also Silverclaw. You start to move in. I want you guys to give me first off. I want you to give me stealth checks. You two, you're in heavy armor, so they're going to be at disadvantage, and your macro should reflect that also. If it doesn't, you can roll it twice, and we'll take the lowest roll. So Silverclaw, you're actually you're actually moving in there quite stealthily for being in damaged heavy armor. Tiberius, you can go ahead and roll one more time. I can't believe I forgot yours, but wow. So both of you are trekking in pretty good. Let me do a check really quick.
So while you're doing that, I'm looking at the stairs. Do the stairs look like they're they're even, or like this picture, or they kind of
Yes.
look like they've been hand carved or something?
Well, this is a pretty bad. But anyways, yeah, the stairs are even as they descend down. They're not too sharp of stairs. They're not too deep. They're they're pretty shallow stairs. So it's not like you're having to step down 2 feet every step.
Okay. I'm just trying to discern whether there's if there's intelligence design to this, or if it's like more cave critters carving something out to make it easier for them to walk up and down on
Yeah.
stuff.
No,
I'm
it's
seeing frogs or frog statues.
well as
I'm saying
Silver
froggies up ahead.
Claw, as you're getting down there towards the bottom, you start to hear a chanting. You're starting to hear a chant, like and it seems like it's all in unison. And you can see that there are several rows of these bullywugs that are down on their knees, and looks like they're kind of bowing towards an altar, towards what appears to be something. You can just see the very edge of it. As
Okay, I'm
something
gonna
they're
get-
probably worshiping toward,
I'm gonna get
worshiping
two-
to. You
two
can also
axes
see some
ready.
frog-like statues that are lining the wall.
And I see a big number 11.
Yeah, you shouldn't be seeing that. I don't know why you see that, but
There we go.
So Dave, you
so that's
remember I had
pretty
that-
much that's what you two see. Nobody else can really. You guys can start to hear Zealous as you guys are coming down the stairs a little bit. You can start to hear this type of chanting that's coming from this area. I hope Roll20 adds an XY like axis type of dynamic lighting to that. That would really be a superb feature to add in. Because the way it is now, I mean, sure, everybody can see it when you're really not supposed to see it because of the angles of the stairs and whatnot. Hopefully one day they'll do that, but that would just mean that's even that much more work to probably get it set up. So
I just saw her, as I come upon this scene, I just saw her smile and look back and says, "Killing time." And get-
also,
get my
Krivgar
two-hand
and
axes
Zealous,
ready.
give me a couple stealth checks, please.
Urgar and
Looking
Zelos?
for a DC 12. Zealous, you make it down pretty quietly. Also, Krivgar, you guys have total advantage on the situation. You can see that there is a shrine on the western portion of this room, and you can see a very ornamented. Who's got light on? The Dragonborns, right? The Dragonborns have light.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So both Kadojo and Krivgar, you're both gonna have. Who has the torches on? Let me check the tokens.
I have a torch.
That's right. I remember Krivgar. He wanted one too. He wanted light.
I know, they're
so
babies. They're babies.
He took the light off of. That's right. So all right. So as you guys start to climb down to the bottom of the stairs, the light starts to enter the very dark room that was pretty much pitch black dark except for several candles on the altar itself. Kadojo, you get down to the bottom of the stairs. One of the Bullywug turns around and
Right there. it
yells
goes.
intruders, and we will
And I throw my axes.
roll initiative. All right, you can do that.
Oh, too late to make friends.
Everybody, let's roll initiative. We'll put you guys on the corners of the blocks.
Wow. You might actually have a shot now, Kadoja, or Silverclaw.
Well, at least I didn't have the
Gotta
low
loosen
roll
up.
this time.
I'm bringing up the ass end.
Hey, are you talking about me?
That too.
Oh dear. Got to wait for Dave to roll about 15
Hold on, David
initiatives.
has to read about a
11,
lich.
actually.
This is
Gotta
gonna
read
be
about a lich in
this
the
will be
game.
super easy. I'm gonna
This,
do.
oh, you mean this frog god?
I'm doing.
Yeah, that'll be pretty simple.
I'm doing 2 rolls, one for all the frogs and one for the ornamented figure that is up towards the front wielding a staff. And
He wouldn't happen to be the leader of the Bullywugs, the one that assassinated the lizardmen.
it probably would be the way that I would say yes. The way that he was talked to by Snapjaw. Yes, that Terra. You would also know that. Yes, that is the leader of the Bullywugs. That's for sure. This is Pharblex Splattergoo
Splattergoo.
with his 12 elite Legionnaire Bullywugs, like you saw before. No, I'm just kidding.
He's from the Harvard Splattergoos.
Right?
Well, you're rolling all those things.
The
I should
Hansport.
probably put on that pendant that I squirreled back of the frog god, just in case we're going against the deity.
All right. So as all of the Bullywugs start to stand up, Silverclaw, you have got the jump on everyone, on all of the Bullywugs. What would you like to do first? You said you pulled out some axes, so you have both of your throwing axes.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to move up a little, enough for everyone else to get in, but not close enough for them to charge in right away. Hopefully.
Casual cowards, thank you very much for the
That
follow.
should give them enough room behind me. And then I'm going to throw 2 axes.
Okay, and what are your targets going to be?
That one first, and then we'll
Okay.
see after that.
So you chuck the first axe by the handle. You 22, that is a hit. You hit him for 10 damage. He is in very bad condition as he stands up, and that axe buries itself directly in the center of his back.
Well, might as well go for first blood. Same target.
Okay. Bonus action, thrown weapon. 11 versus AC is a miss. Any other movement that you would like to make? Any bonus action?
Nope.
That's it? Okay.
I
Tiberius?
just pull my swords out and roar at them.
Ooh.
Dragon's roar.
Alright.
I'm
They
gonna
hiss
get out
back.
A little bit of,
And a couple of them snatch flies out of the air as they're... Looks like as they're licking their mouths. Look like they're fixing to eat another big fly there as they look at you.
with their tongues. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Come to me into my dragon's breath.
What say you,
I said
Tiberius?
Draconic.
This
What
room
I'm
has...
gonna do,
Yep, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dave.
No, I was
I
just
love-
going to give you guys a little bit more description as you guys are kind of all down here now. Now,
let's hear it, because maybe one of the things will be the room is filled with gas, and I can light something and blow
it,
everybody
it,
up.
it definitely is not filled with gas, but
Oh, okay.
this definitely looks like a shrine, and there are niches on the walls, and they are filled with carvings of frogs, ranging from the size of a fist to the size of a pumpkin. You can see that there are the larger frog statues or carvings that are sitting on the floor, and you can see that there are some crude renderings of frogs that are scattered onto the wall with a greenish, yellowish, and bluish type of chalk illuminating paint that's kind of giving off a slight light. Nothing that's going to light the area or anything.
So it looks like a giant frog kindergarten.
It does. It definitely does. So Tiberius, what are you going to do? It is your turn.
Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pump up the people up front. So I'm going to cast Bless on... I'll cast Bless on Mr. Krivgar, on Misty, and on Silverclaw. So they're all within my range. So I get out a little bit of sprinkling
Okay.
of holy water, do a little chant, and target each of those guys. So they should be able to roll a 1d4 and add that to an attack or a save.
Okay.
So that might help us do a little better here.
Okay.
And then I think I'm going to take just a couple steps back, just to be on the safe side, and that's it.
Okay, so do one thing for me. Firstly, put a little yellow circle on your token so that way that I know that you have a concentration spell on. And also the spell is 30 feet, so just make sure that I think you've actually almost gone out of the range of...
Oh yeah. I took a step back though, but I think I was in.
Yeah, but you said
I was
the
here
range is
before.
still within the
Oh, I see
everybody
what
still
you're saying.
needs to be within 30
Okay.
feet of you.
So I won't bother taking a step back. Then I'm going to stay.
Okay, all right.
I'll stay where I am. I see what you're saying.
Always make sure you stay within that 30-foot range. Somebody put the
I was
X on
thinking
you.
I was thinking it was just to cast it, and then once they have it, then I'm cool. But I guess
No.
it makes sense because it's a concentration.
Yeah, it is a
All right, thanks,
concentration
buddy.
effect, so no problem. I'm here for you, bud. All right, so Tiberius is done. Zelos, you're up.
With my short bow, I would like to attack the creature that was wounded by
Sounds good.
Overclaw.
That would be this Bullywug here, as he's trying to get up to his feet again, as he's brought back down to one knee.
Okay.
Do you even have line of sight of that one? Without moving?
Mm,
This the one?
yeah, he should be able to see this here. Yeah.
No, that second from
I
the
can't
top
see.
there.
I can't
Wow.
see the. I can't see that one. I guess I'll have to move up just a wee bit.
All right. Well, if you
Oh, I
can't
can see him now.
then you weren't going to know that Kadojo hit that one. So why don't you just go ahead and attack this one?
All right.
Yeah. If you couldn't see that one,
I'm
then
still going to move up.
okay. Sounds good. Well, you can see one that's wounded then. Gotta love it, guys. Gotta love it.
Okay. Then I want to attack the wounded one.
Sounds like a winner. Go for it.
Okay.
Jesus. Alright, so your attack is a hit, and you hit him for 6 damage, and he falls down. You finish him off. Too many people, they make their decisions based on what other people do, and they don't take line of sighting into, they don't take anything into consideration sometimes. Alright, so anything else for you, Zelos? Go ahead and make any other
No, I'm
movement that
done.
you like. Okay.
I'm through moving. I'm through shooting.
Sounds good. Alright, so Pharblex does a turn around, notices everyone, looks at you, Misty, and calls you a traitor, takes a step back, sort of stepping on the altar, and he starts to wave his hands and unleashes a fireball in the direction of the party.
Well, we know Krivgar's fine.
So this is let's see. Yes, here's fireball. Basically, it goes from here to the party and explodes here. Bam! Right at the base of the stairs. All right. So let me get out to really quickly. I'm going to
Dave's-
use your fireball macro, Tara, if you don't mind.
Go right ahead.
It is basically going to hit everyone because of the radius. It will hit everyone. I'm not going to get out any kind of transparency.
But
So-
would it not harm Krivgar since he is a gold dragonborn?
He has resistance because of his draconic ancestry. Doesn't mean that he's going to mitigate and just be able to eat fire for breakfast. He has resistance, just like you have resistance for the heritage of your draconic ancestry, or your draconic heritage. Like Krivgar is gold, and gold is fire, so he will have resistance to fire damage, much like you are silver, and for silver, you're going to be cold. So that's part of your being a dragonborn. But no, you're not going to mitigate all damage. Alright, so here we go. Everybody needs to do a dexterity saving throw. Everyone.
Oh, snarp. Not so good for Tiberius over here. Silverclaw! No!
Yeah, I've modified all these creatures. They're just too weak the way they are against level 5 creatures, so I modify everything now, everyone. Let's just say a level 1 fireball. Alright, so the DC. So Zelos and also Terra, you two have made your successful dexterity saving throws as the fireball is hurled towards the bottom of the steps. So you two will take 17 fire damage apiece. Everyone else, Silverclaw, Krivgar, and Tiberius, you three take 35 fire damage. Krivgar,
I am bloodied.
seeing that you are resistant, then you will have a 17 damage instead of the full 35 because you got hit by fire. So there you go. And next time I will not remind you of that, so you guys are going to have to call that out. So, no. There you go. Alright, so 35, 17. Who all is bloodied? Anyone bloodied?
Me.
Me.
I'm definitely weakened.
Hey,
Wow,
That's-
everybody's...
I had 35 hit points left, so yeah.
You took
Made
17.
zero. Yeah, so,
So you'll be...
Oh,
like
you're
if I
good.
didn't have the resistance, I would be face planted in the ground.
Yeah,
Don't
you
worry,
would.
there's still time for that.
Alright, so Misty, you are weakened. Zelos is weakened. Wow, one fireball, man. That's what happens when fireballs
Tiberius
goes.
is also weakened.
Well, so
Tiberius is
everybody's weakened?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I only have a
Unbelievable.
46 HP, so...
Yeah. I love Fireball, guys. I don't know about you guys, but I love Fireball. That's a game
They got
changer.
a nice beat.
I would assume I'm weakened because
Yeah, I put
I
you
mean,
as weekend.
okay, I mean
Alright,
half
so
of 37 is 18.5, so and then that
Pharblex,
18.
he jumps down and he moves over to the right. So that is all of his movement. Krivgar, you are up now. What would you like to do, Krivgar? Everybody just got shredded by a fireball coming from Pharblex.
Is it too late to make friends, Krivgar?
The question
No, that's not how it
is,
works, West River Rat.
Can I cast
They just get a
sleep as a regular
resistance.
action and then cast a healing word since it's a bonus? Or is that-
What you can do if you're going to cast a bonus, action spell, then the only spell as an action that you would be able to cast would be a cantrip. You can't cast two regular spells. It's just unfortunate. You just can't do that. But you can cast, say, whatever your, you could cast. If you did cast sleep, you'll roll all your 6-sideds, but you wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to do your healing word. But you could still minor, pull out a potion, and I would, well, it takes an action to drink a potion anyway, so you'd be able to at least run and pull your potion out and have it ready for next round. That's if
Yeah.
Pharblex doesn't throw another fireball at you.
Well, we do have.
Chances are he probably he may not. So, but it's up to you. It's whatever you'd like. You can do a bonus action and a cantrip, or you can do an action and Bardic Inspiration as a bonus. Whatever you want to do. So.
Oh boy, this is a tough choice. Do I want to
All right.
try to put some of those to sleep, or do I want to? I would assume probably putting most of those to sleep would be a far better option. Reduce the incoming damage. So yeah, I'm gonna do that then. Use my remaining third level.
Well, are you using the spell points?
I have not. Well, I'm staying with the spell slots thing because I don't want to try to figure that stuff out right now.
I'll help you out for the game. You can. It's a good system. Okay, so go ahead and roll your 5d8, and that'll be the total amount of hit points that will sleep the Bullywugs. If you'd like to do a second level spell slot or higher, you will do 2d8 for each spell slot above first.
It'll be a 3rd level spell.
Okay,
slot.
so you're going to do a total of 98. You can just click on your D8 macro and just change the 1 to 9, and there you go. 98, 50. All right.
Oh, guys, you forgot to use your +4 that I gave you for that saving throw
I still would have gotten hit.
on the bless.
I still would have taken full damage anyway.
So,
Same.
1 Bullywug is asleep. 2 Bullywugs are asleep. Well, they are basically, they're not curled up in a fetal position, but they're just kind of just standing there. 3 and 4 Bullywugs are asleep. Any other movement that you'd like to take, Krivgar?
Nope, I'm just gonna stay right where I'm at for now.
Okay. Now it is the remainder of the Bullywug's turns. So, as they stand up, they all grab spears, and they all throw it towards the closest target, which just happens to be the Dragonborn charging in. So the first one, that is back here, I'll go ahead and do these in order. This first one throws his spear at you, Kadojo.
So, guys, remember our blood pact. When we start dying, we all do a freeze and pretend like the whole Roll20 locked up.
Yeah, he's basically moving up and throwing it so he can get in range. First attack roll is a 16 versus armor class. That's with your damaged armor.
That's
right?
hit.
Alright, you're going to take a total of 3 more damage. The second Bullywug charges up,
6
throws
points.
a spear. Second Bullywug hits with a 22 versus armor class and hits you for 4 more piercing damage. Next Bullywug charges up, throws a spear, I'm sorry. Crit fumbles, basically drops his weapon. Next Bullywug throws a javelin at Kadojo. Well, Silver Claw, my bad. 9 versus armor class, which is a miss. And the final throws it and attacks. Javelin, spear. With my boon, and misses with a 6 versus armor class. So the Bullywugs have gone. The rest of them are slumbering. So Misty, you're up now.
Alrighty.
So don't forget you can add that 4, Misty.
They are unconscious. So these Bullywugs are unconscious. And if you don't know what the unconscious condition does, you can just click on your character sheet and look at the conditions handout, which is under the class features. And unconscious tells you you're basically incapacitated and all that other stuff.
So Dave, looking at these bullywugs, do they look as tough as
No.
the more elite ones? Okay.
No, they're not. They're your run-of-the-mill types of Bullywug.
Okay, and I don't think I'm seeing everything from here, like the main guy, Splattergoo. I'm not sure where he's at.
Yeah, that's what. You definitely saw the fire, and you know that he is a wizard type of shaman and does have that type of magic possibility. Plus, you heard him, you know, his voice. You heard his gurgling, "Are you more? Come here!" and throws his fireball and explodes. And So yeah, you can
Right.
see some of these, but the line of sighting, the walls, you're gonna have to get